Thank you. I understand we can now continue our proceedings. As I was saying, welcome to our first session in SL in the Nyomis, from the Combos through the Fonyes, and now we are in the Nyomis, pursuing the mandate that we have been given by the National Assembly. Before we begin the proceedings, may I ask Imam Jallo to provide them or give us a prayers, please. Please, Imam.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahmanirrahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdinas siratal mustaqim. Siratal ladzina an'amta 'alaihim ghairil maghdubi 'alaihim waladdallin. Allahu allazi ja'ala lakum qararan was-samaa'i bina'an. وصوركم فأحسنوا صوركم ورجعوا من هيبات ذلكم الله ربكم فتبارك الله رب العالمين هو الحي لا إله إلا هو فأدعوه مخلصين له الدين الحمد لله رب العالمين ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Shukran, Imam Jallo. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. Lord God of power and might, the God of all creation, you who create the universe and create mankind in your image and in your likeness. We continue to thank you for the TRRC and its sittings. We thank you for seeing us through from the beginning of January up to the end of November. And we thank you for ushering us to the beginning of another new month, the month of December. We continue to thank you for the people of SL and the satellite villages. We pray that the witnesses that will appear before the TRRC, that you will empower each and every one of them to come and speak the truth boldly, and that you will grant the commissioners the discerning spirit to be able to discern between truth and falsehood. And we pray that you, who is the chief reconciliator, that you will reconcile the people here, you will grant reparation, and finally, your justice will come down. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Bishop Badico. Council, I believe we are continuing with the theme that we've been dealing with in the past 3 weeks or so. If you can just say a little bit on that theme, and then if you're ready with the first witness, we just go ahead and do that. And bring in the first witness, please.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman and Commissioners. Good morning, members of the audience. Yes, indeed, Mr. Chair, we're proceeding with the same theme, the presidential witch hunting exercise. We are here in SL to hear witnesses who suffered a similar fate to those from Sintet and Jambu, and also in Banjul. We are ready to proceed, and Ms. Mariama Singate would lead our first witness. Thank you, Mr. Chair. Over to you, Mariama.
Thank you very much. Good morning, Mr. Chairman. Good morning, Commissioners. Good morning to the audience. Mr. Usher, can you please help us bring in the witness?
I, Amie Njie.
Nte Amie Njie.
I, Amie Njie.
Nte Amie Njie. Ebela mwela nte ngafo yesi akam.
I, Amie Njie.
Nte Amie Njie.
Amie Njie.
I, Amie Njie.
Nte Amie Njie.
Amie Njie.
Do affirm that
Mbenyin tonya yandilako.
I'll speak the truth,
Mbe tonya le fola.
the whole truth,
Tonya damma.
and nothing but the truth.
Adunte fam fola memmanke tonyati.
Good morning, Madam Witness.
Council ko isama sedo.
And welcome to the TRRC.
Akabe bismillah TRRC jang.
Sitting in SO.
Membe kekan SO sateto.
We met this morning.
Aliyanyo jele binyin somanda.
And you already know that my name is Mariama Singate.
Andu yalon nako atatomu Mariama Singate leti.
And I will be leading you on behalf of the Commission today.
Atelebe tambile nyato nyininkaro la komisyon nyin toya la bi.
Just before we start,
Janimba da mutala.
I would like to take you through some rules that will ensure that your testimony today moves smoothly.
Ako janimba da mutala abe lafla kasarto ludolu boye nyoto me yalon ko wala be la sede yaro sono yandila abesita anyama ko la fokita la nyame.
For a start, I'd like you to move the mic closer to you.
Akabe lafla e microphone saba ay kate nang.
To make it easy for you so that you will not have to lean forward.
Bobe kol sono yandila la ate jare la kari jimi microphone kan isi sidron ibe siri nyame.
As you're already aware, there is interpretation going on.
Ko wairi yenyi lonko kanna soro be ke kan banko kanguluto.
I will be asking my questions in English.
Ate be nyinin kala angale kangoleto.
And it will be interpreted to you in Mandinka.
Tuntel ba kanna sor la ite ye mandinka kangoto.
As such, I'll advise that you wait until the question is being asked by the Mandinka interpreter.
Woto isi la moy hanfo nate nyinin karo ke niya kanna sor ite ye foya moy isina jabiroke.
Just allow for 3 seconds before you respond to avoid overlapping of speeches between you and the interpreter.
Ibe montoro second sababula la kumolu tema pour nyin kamala kuma kangolu kana sele nyokan ite nin kanna sor la tema.
For today, we're going to deal with briefly your background so that the commissioners will get to know who you are.
Follow mba follow la damen wolem ite fango kungo kibaro pour commissionalu ani menu bela moyro la isa long ite la mujumati.
Then you will tell us a little bit about your late husband.
Bitung isina kumado fonyeng ikema meya lonkate balurimbi isi fonyeng wala koto.
And you will tell us about what happened to him during the witch hunt.
Bitung iba fula nyenne mune ketala wato men wo menu koy be buwa de mola inata jang men keta isi wo fanam fonye.
And we'll also deal with the impact of what happened to him on your family.
Andung isinyim fanam fonye akokola ay munkule sababu ateluma itewo ila dimbaya luo amantoro ketale nyadile.
At the end of me questioning you,
ning atela nyinin karo tata hanfo abandulato.
The commissioners will also have the opportunity to ask you a few questions.
Commissioner lufana lube silo soto na puru nimmel lafte nyinin kala menna isi nyinin kala.
After which you will be given an opportunity to address the nation.
Ni obotala bitung ibe silo dila ite fango fanala puru yedia mu banko moliye.
This is a short session.
Nyimu ben sutun neti.
It will just take us about 1.5 hours or less.
Abenta la montoro wati kilininto wala tumandolu ateo fango sila.
During this time, if you need a break,
bitung kuolu nyili kono ning ilafte niji la ke dahandin domanding.
Do let me know and you'll be given that opportunity.
Isi ate bonda kala mandung ibe silo dile lale.
I'll also ask you a couple of questions after you've narrated some events.
Andu ne kumo dolu fo abe nyin la fila nyinna pour que nyinin ka kumo lu dolu la menu be dending wo kola.
Me asking you a lot of questions would be to clarify certain issues.
Niaja be nyinin kala nyinin kar jamal la alafta kudol le seneyandila men ya lonko eketa ku fori ngoluti.
If you do not understand any question put to you,
Nimmisal kama aye nyinin ka kula ima kumo fahamu.
do let me know and I will either rephrase the question or explain it to you.
Boto isi fere ke ya fayen ko maila nyin kumo fahamu isaje asa boye nyoto wala aye nyinin kala nyado nyama men sa kendi ya fahamu.
Can we begin now?
Ako fonsa damuta no saimbang.
Ah,
Yes.
Can you please tell the commission your name?
Sayin afo commission ye ite to mumuneti.
ndeto Amie Njie la.
My name is Amie Njie.
When and where were you born?
Ibolo iwuluta mintole anin sanjumale mu iwuluta.
Wuluta bunyadu la bari na sango mola.
I was born in Bunyadu, but I don't know which year.
Do you know roughly how old you may be?
Fo isi sobi nyinna bi tilo ite mi ila miroto ye sanji jelle balu.
Saya ngatan sabani lulu balu.
Now I'm 35 years.
Can you tell us where you're currently residing?
Sayin afonye nyin temben sayin teng ibe siring sate jumale to.
Me esawul.
I am in Esau.
Do you have any formal education?
Ako foy nene tata karambungu tole bang.
Ani
No.
What is your occupation?
Mune mu ila do koti ka balu men.
e kadin do ko na business o.
I am a gardener and I do business also.
Are you married?
Ako foy futu tale bang sayi.
Ade.
Yes.
Was this your first marriage?
Fonyina mu ila futu foloti bang.
Ne mim ke mambanta wala na folot.
My late husband was my first marriage.
Can you recall when you were married to your late husband?
Ako foy hakilo si bulala. Ikema membanta yake folonyi inala futu keta wati jumaleti.
Kada wato min dai ay sanji tan nan sa asile.
Sanji jelu?
Ay tan saban tan nan kata tan nan ka asile.
It will be around 35 to 40 years now.
Maybe that would be a mistake because you told us that you're 35 years old. Can you recall roughly how old you were? My apologies, Mr. Interpreter. Let me rephrase the question for her to understand. Can you recall how old you were when you were married to your first husband?
Ako foy hakilo si bulala yesanji jelule soto bring be futula ike foloye.
Ani mo wato.
No, I cannot recall.
How many years has it been since he passed?
Brike folo banta animbite masanji jelu.
Sai sanji woro sil.
Now it's 6 years.
How long were you married to him before he died?
Ye ina la futu ay sanji jelleta janning atebe banna.
Janata kabang.
Ha.
Ay sanji mo sil.
It reached 20 years.
Thank you very much.
Ako inumbara.
What is the name of your late husband?
Ako ikema membanta atodum.
Lamin Sonko.
Lamin Sonko.
Do you have any children with your late husband?
Ako fo ikema membanta inaye dingulu soto le bang.
Ah ngolulu soto.
Yes, we have 5.
How old is your first child?
Ila dindim folo betar la sanji jelu bi.
Adi ne follow high school bang sedune.
My first child completed high school last year.
Do you know his age?
Foya awulu tilo lon ne bay sanji jelle soto.
A wulutu lo mo nyina tala.
I don't know his date of birth. I've forgotten that.
You said he completed high school last year.
Yenyum foko ay high school bang serun sangole kono.
Ah.
Yes.
Yes.
That means he must be about between 18 and 20 years old, correct?
Wala bekela ko woto awulu sang betar la sanji tannin say kata sanji tannin konondo fo onte wang.
Ade.
Yes.
You mentioned that you were married to your late husband. Can you tell us what he did for a living?
Yenyem foko kema ke folonyi fututa meye. Ate be balurin tumu mena ake balu munela mune mala do koti.
Watchman ya.
He was a watchman.
Where was he working?
Abe do kola num mintole.
Watchman at school oto.
Watchman at the school.
Which school was that?
Karambunju male moti.
Nursing school oto.
At the nursery school.
Can you tell us a little bit about your late husband, what kind of person he was?
Foisi fending fono nyele ila okeo membanta ke follow mo façon nemu.
Okay.
Yes.
Do tell us, please.
Saya fonyen.
Aman ke mo sangara dundunga soniata fana. Amang sangara ndunga. Ama hani mo le fana.
He was not a difficult person. He is also reserved.
Did he have any physical impediments?
Ako fo ala danya fodum lanjurba la le bam mensike ajato la lanjuroti wala mensike udoti.
Lanjuro baranya o problem so.
Yes, he has an impediment. His eyes are not good.
Do you know how he got that?
Yalon ayo nya lanjuro soto nyadile.
Ane ane o ulutal.
No, he was born with that.
Can you recall back sometime around 2009?
Ako fo hakilo sibula komanto 2009 sangokono.
Can you tell us what your husband was doing then?
Fo sa fono nye wotumo ike ma membanta abe munela nungu wotumo 2009 sangokono.
Abe o wakimani yalla kay.
He was still working as a watchman.
You told us that your first husband is late. Can you tell us what happened to him?
Yes, he got sick.
What was the cause of his sickness?
When these people caught him, his sickness came as a result of that.
Can you recall when these people you're referring to caught him, which year it was?
Ya muta yo sanjumale kono.
Ya muta sambe namo sangol nto fono.
I cannot say the year in which he was captured.
How long ago was it?
Sai unimbite maila miroto sanji jellem.
Between then and now, I have not counted the years.
Which people are you referring to that came for your husband?
Could you ask Madi Sonko for me?
Sorry, can you repeat your answer, please?
Well, she's saying that akoy sayi la jabiro kam ya yenyinin kamenna akoy saya kambang yemunefo ha yemunefo bira yenyinin kanyin labang la ya jabi munela.
Let me ask the question again.
Saying abe yenyinin kala kotake.
You said some people came for your husband.
Yenyim foko molle nata men ye kema muta.
Can you tell us who these people were that came for your husband?
Alaftalo na le wo molu mu moju manyoleti.
Ntalbe sirin nke ma bota wa kemani yala karbota anata kanata konton lar ngon konton pareta rek ngaje bunda ele
my husband returned from his work as a watchman. He came to the house, we had our lunch, and then immediately we saw the door of the house open, and in came people dressed in red.
Who were these people dressed in red?
Nyimolu melu duntananga iko ye fewule dum jumanyo lemnyiliti.
I did not know them because soldiers were there and paras were there too.
How did you identify the soldiers and the paras?
Saying ye paral ni sojaro lu bonyoto nyadile.
They were dressed in uniforms and these ones were dressed in red attire.
Did they carry anything with them, the soldiers and the paras?
sojarol nim paral fo fennule be bulolu kono bang
parce que som pokaso be dol pelo bol bulo kon.
Yes, some had pickaxes, others had spades.
Apart from these men dressed in red, the soldiers and the paras, were there other individuals with them?
Ako nyimmolu kola paral nin sojarolu ani nyil men ye fewulengulu dum fo wolu be kola modol fanal be no male bang.
Green boys will find a normal.
Yes, the green boys too, we are with them.
Can you estimate roughly the size of the group that came to your house?
Fo isi ila miroto isa yirikano le mo nangamo menu nata itila bungoto asekeno mo jelleti ila miraroto.
Aninta kar bidi kana to otu mantar ki join faralen ay tata nun ko malay tara so ko murtan korda ko mal.
No, I cannot estimate because when they came, we were terrified and we went behind the compound.
Would you say there were more than 10 people?
Ako foila miraro to isinyum foko isiata mo tango tile bang.
Siata otila kay.
There were more than that, yes.
When these men came to the house, what did they say they wanted?
Birinyilu nata alla bungoto ye mune foko ilafta munela.
They came and they said that they wanted the head of the compound. My husband came out and said, "Here I am." And then they said, "Yes, it's you that we want."
This group that you said came to your house, the paras, the soldiers, the green boys, and the people in red, were they only men?
Ako nyulubenu nata alla bungoto ten paralu sojarolu nyim fewulen dunnalu anin green boys olu fo woludum ibemu kelle damati bang
min tan naran tele be mu kellat.
Yes, those that came to our home, all of them were men.
When they requested for the man of the house, what happened?
Birin ye nyinin karo ke ko jumalo musuti ote hanu fo ke ya fayita ndila muneketa.
They said to him, "We need you, let us go to the Bantabar."
You mentioned that when they came, you were frightened. Why were you afraid?
Because of the materials that they came with and the people that they came with, and also that we did not know the reason for their coming.
You mentioned that you saw green boys with them as well. Can you tell us how they were dressed?
They dressed, they had green shirts and green trousers.
Apart from talking to your husband, did they do anything else in the house?
Yes, they went behind the compound with a mirror and they were inspecting all the place.
You also mentioned that they came in with some materials. You've told us about the mirror they had. Who was having this mirror?
It was with the guy dressed in red.
What other materials did the group come with?
The pickaxes and the shovels were with the soldiers, and the guns.
Can you recall at what time of the day this happened?
It was after lunch. We just completed lunch and then they came.
Where were the children at this time?
At that time, my eldest son and the younger brother were at school, but the little ones were in the house.
Do you know the mission of these men?
me na de lo ka tambe ngan kontan de nga tantam mo banta bato ko ko buam tala le be banta bato ba ntal man finti dembe sulo ko
I did not know. We just had lunch, and after that, I had drumming from the Bantaba end, and that witch hunters were in town.
When you heard the drummings from the Bantaba and these people invaded your house, what was your thought as to their mission?
Really, tantama mo Bantaba. Nyimolu fanal nata funtinan kadungal la bungo kono fo wotembo itela miroto ye mune kumira nu
ila ko inda halle parce que biri inata soko no ya inke masamba biri asamba tafa nata bule no banta bato.
Their issues surprised me because when they came, they picked my husband, and it was after that that I followed them also.
Can you tell us what happened when you followed them?
Saying afanye biri bulate no kan kuona talaba nyadi le
biri bulate no kan ngeta banta bato ye ata ye bulandi bo solo kono sa biri ye bulandi bo solo kono defta da ngani ne karo ke ko ata fintila parce que kata baral.
I followed after them, and when we arrived at the Bantaba, they were made to get into the bus, and I inquired about him, and they said that he will not disembark, that they were being taken away to Bara.
Can you recall other people that were taken with your husband?
For hakilo sibulale bang ikema ya mutalu mem foi modolu fanalu mutale ye mennu samba
biri bo talbala akotoma mbeje biri boto ya ratan talia.
Yes, one of his brothers, it was after they left from him that they came to our house.
You told us that you did follow them to the Bantaba.
And
you also saw him being put in a bus.
Can
you recall the size of the bus?
It's a long vehicle, long bus, and it's also wide.
Can you recall also how many people were put in that bus?
Ano oto mon dakilo manta afande ngakilo nganke madona ngol de tara boso ko bar ngakilo be loru wala ko bar ngakilo manta mbe.
At that time, I was not thinking about that. I found people there, but my mind was centered on my husband.
You did see your husband enter the bus, correct?
Fodu ye ekejele ya bulandi boso kono tumomen. Wolembang?
Ngatara boso kono kay bimbara soko.
Yes, I found him inside the bus when I came from the house.
When you found him inside the bus, were there other people in the bus as well?
Yes, I found some other people there, yes.
Can you estimate whether the bus was filled up or not?
For ila cross road boso nying a fatale bang fodum amamfa.
That time it was not yet filled up. They were still in the village hunting for other people.
How long did you spend at the Bantaba?
Ite wati jelleke Bantabato jannibe bolaji.
Bantabato 5 miles.
I left the Bantaba around 5.
By the time you left, had the bus already departed?
Ibe bola Bantabato to moment na fo yata le boso nyim bota jela nyim molu samba bang.
When I left, they did not leave yet, but after that, shortly after, I heard that they were being taken to Bara.
Before you left the Bantaba, did you see other people being put in the bus?
I left some people at the Bantaba and others inside the bus, but after I left, I did not avert my mind to that.
Who were the people at the Bantaba? Can you please describe the scene for us at the Bantaba?
Jumanyo le munyi moluti menu be Bantabato. Foisi je Kenya sata nyenole bang abe tembo abe nyami nu.
Mosi ata Bantabato wolonde.
Many people were at the Bantaba that day.
What was happening at the Bantaba apart from these individuals being put in the bus?
Munebe ke kan num Bantabato na manke nyintiko ka nyimmolu menu mutake bulandi boso kono.
Oto mo kata bedun ka sate kono ka molta nan ini mol kan wala mol ka boso kan kala tera Bantabato ngo mol be siari.
that time, they used to go into the village and bring people that they have captured, and relatives of those individuals will follow them through. That is why there were many people at the Bantaba.
You told us that you had drummings coming from the Bantaba prior to these men invading your house.
Did
you see that when you went to the Bantaba?
Yes, I saw the drumming there, yes.
Who were the ones carrying out this drumming?
At that time, my mind was not even on the drummers.
What came to your mind when you saw your husband being put in the bus and they did not tell you where they were going with him?
Munedunte sonnomo kono biriyaje ikema ya bulandi boso kono adu ima faali wutumo folo ko ibita ibe sambala min tole.
I was just terrified.
Why were you terrified?
Munana ikijoye fara.
It's the manner in which they came to him. That is what surprised me.
Can you please tell us about that?
The manner.
Indeed.
It's the manner in which they came to him. You know, he is someone who is scared. When they came for him, he was trembling, and he told them that he was going to work, and they said that they were not interested in that. All they wanted him to do was to go with them to the Bantaba.
So your husband was really scared when they were taking him?
Yes, he was scared, seriously.
Can you tell us what happened after he was taken away?
After
they took him to Bara, we came to hear that he was taken to Fort Bullen. So I decided to go there, but later on I heard that around the evening time, by 6 o'clock, they were put in a bus and we have been taken. So after their departure to Banjul, we did not get to have any information about them until the following morning.
Who told you where they were taking him?
Those that followed them up to Bara were the ones that said that they were now being put into the ferry and we were taken to Banjul.
That day when he was taken, did you hear anything about him later on in the night?
No,
it was only in the morning that we got to hear something about their affair.
When your husband was being taken, did they take him with any of his personal belongings?
Yes, he had his mobile phone with him and also some money.
What happened to those things?
The mobile was returned to me. One other boy who followed them, who returned and gave me the information that they've been taken, was the one that returned the mobile phone to me.
Apart from the mobile phone, what else was returned to you?
Mobile telephone nyinkola ye mun fem façon ne murundi kan koteke
kodo de mo murundi nanda mobile nya ko birin ay kata fa abulu bula jibo ko na di kambande bar kodo ni brief tata yo tabule mo murunda kan.
The money was not returned to me. The mobile phone, it was reported that when he put his hand inside his pocket, he brought it out and gave to that boy who returned it to me. But the money was never returned.
Did the boy tell you anything about your husband's condition?
Following kambano me mobile nati 5 fem fo en ike mabe nyame nyama utumo abe alhalo mento
ana man fem fo nyada ka ni anke may mobile di adra ka ka en kasam.
No, he did not tell me. All he said was that my husband gave him the mobile phone and told him to bring it to me.
When was this? Was it the same day he was taken?
Lunjumala wote lummem fanga ya sambalom bang mobile nyumrute kanna.
Yes, it was that day in the evening before they left for Banjul.
After they left for Banjul,
Iri botaje pur kata Banjul.
did you hear anything else about your husband?
Fo inata kumado moyle eke mala kuoto bang.
After they left there, we got to hear that they went to Baba Job's compound.
Do you know who Baba Job was at that time?
Otembo fo Baba Job lonne jumalemu.
I don't know him. I did not know him. Neither do I know where his compound is.
Did you go to find out where this Baba Job's compound was?
Fo itata le ka ko jube wala ka kisi kisi Baba Job la korda bem num min tole.
Ina bini inga kibara me bidi o fanyo so mo samanda bita abawa na ta password na ko ngataje fombe mbaje le bayra tri sabasile maji.
Yes, after they left, the mother gave me fares and asked me to go there and try to find out about his case, since it has been 3 days and we've not heard anything about him.
Since you said you did not know Baba Job and you did not know his compound?
Where he go? Imam Baba Job lo, imala kordalo.
Ani.
How were you supposed to find this Baba Job's place?
Saying ibe Baba Job la korda nying ibe je nyini na nyadile.
Ning be yani min samba yana bari ma min samba ni wala musota ranyola. Mulata moto nata taje bin futata ila moto njinde mano karrek. Futata je ngani ngaro ka bari ko nyalta je ita ante mo je no ja.
Well, I went along with his uncle's wife because the uncle was taken along with him. So she was the person who was guiding me, and we boarded a vehicle until at the junction near to the compound. When we alighted from the vehicle, she pointed out the place to me.
And where was this place? Can you recall the location of this place?
Ako foyo dinkira lonne abe minto mafanne.
That area, since we left that place up till now, I'll be lost. I'll lose sight of the area of where the house was located.
What was the name of the uncle that was taken away?
Ya na bari men samba otodum.
Biji Sonko.
Vuji?
Biji
Sonko.
Tell us what happened when you arrived at this place that you call Baba Job's compound.
Silang afonye muneketa bring altata fali futata Baba Job la kordato.
Birim futata je ngani ngaro ke konta je no la nga police so jaram tardato. O ko nyako mol mi beja mo bukol je no. When
we arrived there, we made inquiries, and the soldier who was posted at the door said that we could not see them, that the people who are inside there, nobody could see them. So we were there until 1 p.m.
When did you arrive at Baba Job's compound?
Atel futata Baba Job la okordato wati jumale biral tata.
When we arrived, it was between 1 and 2.
And at what time did you leave the place?
Saying atel nata boje wati jumale purka murualia.
When we returned, it was almost 2 p.m. when we did not find him.
So you did not stay long there?
So amunta alimam meje.
No.
How did you feel when you traveled all the way to this place looking for your husband and they told you that you cannot enter?
Saying yo ta nyadile akete fe nyadile yenyin dinkira jango beta kabojang kata hanfo Baba Job la kordato silang ikana foko ite wo jenola akete fe nyadile
akatan fe ni ku ataka kata ko niaje betaje pour nyaalo ka be al haram tangalo.
It saddened me because the reason for my going is to have eye contact with him, to be able to establish his physical condition.
Did your husband eventually return home?
For eke anata seyna ne suokono bang.
Ay tilin di lulu sila woron jangla nat.
Yes, he spent 5 days, and on the 6th day he returned.
Sorry, can you tell us about his return?
Saying ala murun nango nya wo fo nyembang.
Anata wato mina anata safu mafon le wato da molbine lal.
He arrived at home after the last prayer in the evening at night. By that time people were just preparing to go to bed.
Go ahead.
Akoy tenteng.
Bida anata wato mina nim baramo falnata parce que ñing kumbalon be baramo so na ñing kumbalin dol. Kata ako ya pen kudami ate fanan.
When he came with 2 injuries because he said both of his knees were injured and also where he was injected on his waist.
Go on, please.
Akoy tenteng.
Ya binim fano keta o baramu ma ka kumbalon nata batandi nata sambalu tanoto. When nata boro keje o nata batandi kada e lokum frasa ko ta do ko.
When they broke, those 2 injuries he suffered on the knees started to give him problems. So we took him to the hospital and he was given some medication. But it disturbed him for almost 2 weeks.
What of his physical appearance?
Saying abalajato Kenya alihalo obenyadile.
Abalajato anin kende abalia ndefo janni ababana o kende abala tata dala penko dimo sa kanato muna franata na telefonan.
He came sickly, and that sickness was what he was with until the day he died.
And his waist also, where they injected him, was also part of the pain.
You've told us that he came with injuries on his knee. And he told you that he was injected. Looking at him physically, apart from his injury, did he look like the same person that left your house a few days ago?
Fodung akete fele ko ateo mo kilingolo nyinti membutan na bungo kono jang til danta komando.
Ketan fiote bado anim bala jata kende bala no natan.
Yes, he was like that to me. He looked like that to me, but he came not well.
Can you tell us if he told you about how he sustained the injuries on his body?
Ako fo isa fo no nyene faya foele wo baramolu menu keta bala ayo baramolu soto nyaadile.
Baramo nya ko kumbalongo la baramo ako ni boro dia la nyaa minin aka boyo min ka karo ko wala kumbalongo be baram. Sa ka wuro min ke butung inata e pen ko ta inata ate pen ko bar pen ko lañi nata fi ngosor.
The injuries he suffered on the knees was as a result, as he said, was after he drank the medicine, he fell. And as he fell on the tiles, and so he got those injuries. And so he was shouting, and when he was screaming, they injected him on the waist, which developed a swelling.
Did he tell you how he was made to drink this medicine?
Faya fuen ya mindi nyameng nyimborola.
Amo fanya ko nyara ya mindi borola da bar buta mindi nyamo fanya.
He did not tell me that. All he told me that they were given medicine to drink, but the manner in which they were made to drink that, he did not tell me.
You mentioned that you saw a swelling at his back and he said he was injected.
Ako, yenyum foko ya penguda minje funutale. So silang je anata kenyadile.
Yero ni ay kutenga funtol tanga bangko ke nga kandinde nga jab.
When he usually takes his bath, after taking bath, I will heat some sand, put it inside a rag, and then I will use it to massage the swelling. And also when the sickness came eventually, it also came through that wound.
Can you tell us, apart from the swelling, did you see anything unusual around that area?
Fo ye fendo jele wo dinkirato ya pengu damen funuta ye fendo jele bang me ya lonko amandale kala abala
ka kade damen do finta o je ka dimrani ala bulo nyang bina sasa ko mastala la nyim bulo nyang kata ka ba sunjoto o to fana yito ko masita a funta sa na dalu tano do no so ko fa aboy talaba fo yali palankay hanni.
Well, this swelling was the area which was troubling him. And apart from the swelling also, on his hand and his arm, there were swellings and it also went black. Then we had to take him to the clinic for that. The nurses asked him whether he was beaten on his arms. He said he was not aware.
How long did it take for you to take him to the hospital after he was released from this place?
Ay wati jelleta jannali basambal lopitano to biriya bulanang anatatu momen.
Lopitano do ma bula parce que yem taraje kata somandala kam botaje ularo bin sa sabata de murta sa ina ta kayto safe e ko ni somal sta banjunu yan tale ali yajibe da e natalo sa o nata o somanda janis fanoka ke atana ta basu to talankile.
Well, what happened was that we went to the clinic, and after he was given some medicine, we came back home. But the problem just became serious later on in the day. Then we went back to the clinic again. They wrote a referral for us to take him to Banjul. So when we went to Banjul, before night time, that's the time he passed away.
You mentioned that when he came, he was looking weak and he had injuries.
Biring alna aseitana yenyum foko abalo abamunta aketale ko momembe bataring andum baramolu babala faketa wala nyama.
When you saw him in that condition, did you immediately take him to the hospital?
Biriya jewo ali halo nyama fo noto len aliasam balo bitan ba.
Ha biring asundo ito kumase akabo asundo da karawo ito keta rek nkai ngata luptan.
Yes. When the swelling started from his breast going downwards, that was when I said to him, let's go to the hospital.
And how long was it before that swelling around his breast started?
Wo funo menketa sunjo bala wo adetita wati jumale
adesta kumasta kabirin subandale janin talafura biring ajere angon kontandrong 5 ma ngasa maluptano.
It started in the morning. It's 2 o'clock when we saw that. So after we ate lunch, around 5 o'clock, we took him to the hospital.
Did your husband, prior to being taken, suffer from any form of illness?
Ike janni ba mutala fodum sasa façon do bala le numbang ine botam isi bo men kalama.
Ani man sasa long ala.
No, I did not know him to suffer from any sickness.
In what condition was he prior to being taken?
Mun kule bala nung abenyadi le janni ba sambala.
Ha?
Mune bala nung follow to janni ba sambala amun kule bala nung.
Ku fa fantara na man ka nyami bar nyanyo ano problem ano hulutara man ke dimon.
He had no sickness with him except the problem which he had with his eyes, which was also a condition that he was born with.
Would you say that he was a very healthy person before he was being taken away?
Foisinyum foko ala jata kende aba noto le abe kende arin janni ba mutala ka samba.
Ha jata be kende arin ka ta do ko abko on luon na ma sa manta wala ka data kende aba nya ala nya problem man na bukata do ko.
Yes, he was healthy. He was healthy and doing his work, and he never missed his work.
And his eye problem didn't even prevent him from going to work.
You mentioned that the swelling around his back had a mark on it.
Iko funo menketa akobala marke oketa balale.
When did this mark appear on his back?
Wati jumalo mnyim funo findita akoto.
Ako ateta biring abota jana nata le wodi moko masala.
On his waist is after he returned from that place that the pain started.
Apart from the pain, you told us about a visible black mark.
Dimingu kola ya foko jeuma fango afintale.
When did you notice that place having a black spot?
Wati jumalo yeje jibe ka korosiko nyen dinkira be findinne.
Anata bina ta all for them all ateo problem for them da ko nyem pen ko da min je kan dimire sa ni nga jeji be jebe yibuta da man da fi ngoso butunka banko sina ndinka kan dinka nya.
When he returned, he first of all reported that problem to me, that where he was injected used to pain him, and it was swollen and it has a black mark. So this is why I used to heat sand, put it in a rag, and use it to massage that place.
Did he tell you the reason why he was injected?
Faya fo dalilo me ya sabu ya pengu bang.
Akone ay bor na bine boro minga nya ka mine aka boyo minke ata ko wuro minke ngamre ya penko dalilo ka
He said when after he drank the medicine and he was dizzy and fell and was screaming, that was when they injected him. I think that was the reason why, because he did not do anything.
Can you tell us how long your husband stayed in that condition when he was released? How long he was sick?
Fesa phone ikema atataw ali halo nyama ay wati jelleta bring sasa nyim duntala
biri ya sambay na do sasa nyim duntala kabira ta bota jana ta ni sasa do man dingo natale wo sasa nyi ni wamo batu ak mama ni wamo nata ay mama wala ala di mo ñu continuer ala commencer pour ka jowya wona la sato man def fanyola baak.
Well, after he returned back, he came with this problem. When it started, in fact, he complained about the pain on the injection and on his body. But when the sickness became serious, that was the time he started telling me about the condition he was in, he was suffering and so on.
During the time when your husband was sick,
can
you tell us what the effects that it had on you?
It started me. I was also with the family and the children. Frankly, he was in control of them, responsible for them.
How old was your husband?
No, I did not know his age.
During the time when this was happening, were you engaged in any form of business?
Yes,
that time I was engaged in business. I was also doing gardening.
Did your husband's condition, the fact that he was ill for a while, did it affect that business?
For allow sasa fanang anatela julayanying ay nasindi bulule bang
kata jula wato do wato bar bira kita ngata di fula bulale ngata na pastor ngata di fula bulale na pastor ngata.
Yeah, well, it really affected my business because what I did was that I will work for 2 days and stop work for some time to take care of him. So that was the reason why it seriously affected my business.
How about the children? How did this affect them?
Dindinguludung ayolla ko nasindi nyaadi le.
It retarded them because he was the one responsible for their education as well as their clothing.
How long was your husband ill?
Ala sasa ay wati jelleta.
Asasa ay lokum fulatale.
His sickness took 2 weeks.
And when did your husband pass away?
Ike abanda tuma jumale fango.
Abanda banna konon konon.
He died the month before the Tobaski month.
How long was it after he was released from this place?
We wuche jelleta walla itili jelleta walla ay wati jelleta biriya bulanang wona la sayatem.
Ana biriya bula wona saate mo sanji kila dasa sanji kila domande ba bira sasa mamanta lo lokum flosro.
When he was released, it was less than 1 year when he passed away. But when the sickness seriously attacked him, it took only 2 weeks before he died.
What do you think is responsible for his death?
Asa
sabo ala ta ko la sunta nyile la kay kato ko birin ni sa ni ma samaru na abara jatu am problème so.
His death, apart from God, I could say that is the responsibility of these people, because before he went there, his health was not having any complications.
Sorry, who would you say is responsible for his death?
Saying alasaya, ite ba aduno la jumale kan ka fo karile ya sabu han fo nyinketa.
Ona nan ko ala ta ko la sunte tellel.
That is why. That's what I'm saying. Apart from God, it is the responsibility of these people. Because I know death is inevitable, but apart from God, these people are responsible.
And who are these people you're referring to?
These people who took him, the witch hunters.
Do you know the people that sent the witch hunters to abduct your husband?
Inatan kanyami da sam butumie atne ya samba butumo lam bari inatan kanyami jakalo ay jakal.
The manner in which they came to me surprised me, but I do not know on whose behest they came.
You mentioned that you saw soldiers, the paramilitary officers and the green boys with them.
Denyum foko ye sojarol nim paramilitary olu je normally aning green boys olu ini wala besiloka.
Do you know who those people worked for?
They were
working for Yaya Jammeh.
Who do you think sent those people to abduct your husband?
Woto itela miro to jumale o moluki men ya lonko yeke mamuta.
Asikino la kay kata ko ni ajol bena ya mole sabuju.
Well, it could be him because the reason for those people to come to our home I know was on his orders.
Who is the him that you're referring to?
Ako ikame mfotenko atele kinang jumale moti.
Wala Yaya Jammeh.
That's Yaya Jammeh.
As at that time, who was Yaya Jammeh?
Ako tembo jumale mu Yaya Jammeh to tumonu.
Memo banko president.
He was the president of this nation.
You've told us the impact this incident had on you during your husband's illness.
Ya fanyene ay mantoro men sabu mawato men ike mabe sasari.
Can you tell us what impact it had on you when he passed on?
Sai foisa fono nye mantoro nata wara nyadi la kete nyadi le biring abanta.
Amantoro wara kato ko biring abanta dimba be ben trabulo kon.
The impact was huge because after he died, the responsibility for the family and their sustenance was all on me.
Did his passing affect your children's education in any way?
Fodung alabango ay adingulu fana lakarango ay kusabu imalabangila dindingul lakarango.
Ay kusabu lakato ke ba ma fele la fakarango la fala mala fano dindim ma mi jire yeto way fonyo karango fansa.
Yes, it impacted hugely because the eldest one is here, wants to further his education but is unable to. The younger one too is at grade 8 but he has abandoned school.
And since your husband's passing, you were the sole breadwinner of the family, not so?
Biring ikema banta amunta etelebe dimbaya nyim balundi kanu wotumo sayam famanke onyabang.
Ante be balundi kankai.
Yes, I was the one providing for them.
You've told us that you heard that the people that came for your husband were witch hunters.
Did your family
suffer any form of stigma after your husband's death?
For ila dimbayalo mosafono ye batata le malla moliye nya ilo ikanne ke tezi ke jube nya la me yalonko osike ye koma sayoti.
Okay, kato ko nak ke ba ma o ko antal karambor dindo ka fa amonyo ka fa ko ya rek ko buwa mutala e faram fama sambala ka fo ha ya sambala bari ya sama me kama on fama man kewut.
Yes, even my eldest son, when he goes to school, his companions used to say to him, "Behold, we heard that the witch hunters had also taken your father." And then he will say, yes, they had taken him, but what they took him for was not the case at the end of the day.
Do you know if this had any psychological effect on the children?
For isi alonno le wo akona tak dung dindingulu sondo moto nyamila miraro la karola.
I ne ku yalla ka nday ne toral fana.
Yes, it saddened them.
Thank you very much, Madam Njie.
Inumbara bake Madam Njie.
Thank you very much for answering all of my questions.
Inumbara yen nanyinin karolu be jabi nyaming.
I'm done with my questions now.
Nganna nyinin karulu banne saying.
I'll refer you to the chairman.
Saying mbekuwa saundi la chairman kang.
And the commissioners will ask you other questions as well.
Saying commissioner lu fana lu be nyinin kala ni nyinin kar soto be nyinin kala menna.
Mr. Chairman, the witness is yours now.
Thank you very much, Council, and thank you, Mrs. Njie, for your testimony.
Commission chairman ko council inumbara, but Mrs. Njie ifanang inumbara ila CDRO kang.
We're sorry for the loss of your husband and the suffering that he endured in the hands of the witch hunters.
Nyinketa nye balafati anin ni kuya ike mantoro mentaki nyi mulu bulu men yalon ko wole amutanum ko etel mu buade malalet.
And we're sorry also the impact of his loss and the suffering on the family.
Nyinketa nye ni kuya ti se haketu fanang bira banta ay mantoro men sabu itema inin dimbayalu sako dindigolu men yalon ko bebulu.
Commissioners, if you have any questions to ask, please indicate.
Même folem commissioner lu men be siring abalate nim moy ñinin kar soto wulu kono wo mari financé ñinin kar.
If there are no questions to be posed, Madam Njie, if you have any final remarks to make, please proceed to do so now.
Sa en wayri commissioner lu man ñinin kar tebulu. Sila Madam Njie ite finance tenteng ibe kuma ka men fola gambian ko lié isi ofo.
Be kuma ka men fole pour ni lamuto ko ay mantoro mi samban tan na dimbara ka jogata bakel. Parce que ntakire na mama ko laso.
Well, the impact it had on me was very huge because I am alone and I have no helper. So it was all on me whatever happened. My children were in my hands. I have nobody who can help me. I was just there struggling. It was me and my husband who were helping the children, taking care of them. Then after he passed away, I had nobody who was helping me. It all fell on my shoulders. That made me very sad and unhappy about my family. That's what I can say. I thank you all.
Thank you very much indeed. And again, we are truly sorry the suffering of you and your family.
Ako inimbara kotake nyinketam fanalien ni kuyati yet mantoro mentaki inila dimbaya.
Thank you for your testimony.
Inumbara ila CDRO kang.
Council, are we ready with the next witness, or we take a 30-minute break and come back? What's the suggestion?
Perhaps we can take a 30-minute break and then we come back.
Splendid.
Thank you.
Fine.
Saimbe montro miniti tansaba dahatala ni miniti tansaba bantan senamuruna.
We will resume our proceedings at 11:35. So we take a 30-minute break now. Meeting is adjourned.